Your rate, your income doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter. Your race doesn't matter. Your geographical location doesn't matter. There's a thing that you and I are dealing with in your money, and it's called math. And none of those things I just mentioned give you a pass on math. Where people get themselves in trouble, including when I went broke many years ago because I was stupid, we get ourselves in trouble when we don't bother and do the math before we do the transaction. We're the stupid woman from San Diego who leased her dog for $5,400. We make $90,000 a year, and somehow in our brains figure out that our children deserve a $50,000 Honda SUV. And now we have to take the kids out of private school because we can't pay the payments on the SUV and the private school because we didn't do math. We're 21 years old. We buy a $10,000 car, run up $10,000 in credit card debt, and have $10,000 in medical bills and make $30,000 a year. When you make $30,000, there's nowhere in that plan that the $10,000 car makes sense. There's nowhere in that plan that running up a bunch of credit card debt gives you any room to breathe. You already can't breathe. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. Our health care is provided by Medicaid, welfare, because we qualify. If I go back to work, we won't qualify for that. And if I go back to work, they'll have to pay for daycare. When you make $30,000 a year, there's nowhere in that plan that the $10,000 car makes sense. There's nowhere in that plan that running up a bunch of credit card debt gives you any room to breathe. You already can't breathe. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids.
Good morning, humans. If you don't know by now, I looped that for a reason. I looped that for a reason because we are at a state, at least us men, we are at a state where I'm trying to help you guys understand the mental perspective of you trying to be a father and you constantly keep going up against women that's saying they don't need you. I'm okay. I'll be all right. So let me just tell you this right now. He said $28,000 income with three kids. So that meant three kids and her, four people living off of $28,000 a year, which is averaging, if you break that up, $28,000 a year, that's something like each person makes 7,000. Each person is living off of $7,000 a year. That's how you got to break that down. So the reason why Dave Ramsey put the emphasis on that because that is just retarded in its entirety. People, I want to say that, but I want to go. What I want to do is I want to do something that I never did before. And what the I never did before is I want to go left right out the gate because I need to say this. I need to say this. I'm gonna go left right out the gate. I need to say this. A lot of people are under the impression that looks is the thing. You can tell this when a man cheats on a woman. What is the first thing that a woman says? You cheated on me with a bitch that looked like that. So let me give y'all a quick insert on mind state. There's a lot of question, or a lot of you individuals. What's going on, Z? I see you. There's a lot of individuals that say things like, I ain't messing with black women because black women are blah, 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 blah. I disagree with that perspective. I never agreed with that. What I would agree is, and what I would say is, it's up to you to understand people's mental mind state. I'm in a relationship. My woman knows we ain't doing attitude. We ain't doing that. If you guys understand the thing is, because let me tell you what I've learned. I've learned that individuals can do 20 things wrong and gloss over it. The second you come home 3 minutes late, it's where were you? I bet you was. Blah blah blah. It's that if you can't deal with that, or if you can't bring an individual back down from that, if you can't get them to understand that that's how they are, that's how they're going to be, like Mr. Shahrazad Ali says, they're psychological insecurities, then that's a you thing. All right. Me personally, I connect with people based on their mind. I don't deal with people in the physical. I never, I don't know more, but that's me. This is why you see a lot of individuals in the community you all call black. This is why a lot of individuals are in relationships. This is why individuals that ain't worth trash is in relationship, both men and women. This is why a woman that got three kids by three different dudes is in a relationship with somebody instead of getting herself together. This is why a dude got five kids by four different women and work at McDonald's and talking about I want to be in a relationship. No, you need to take time to get yourself together. After all, what Dave Ramsey said, and let me play it again. Let me play it again. And I want to play it again because he's putting emphasis on something. And what he's putting emphasis on is a person that has three kids but make $28,000 a year. All right. And the reason why he's putting emphasis on it is because there's something wrong with that math. All right.
Your income doesn't matter. I'm with three kids. We have three kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work? The woman asks. $28,000 income with three kids.
It's the reason why he put emphasis on $28,000 a year income with three kids. So when you guys and girls, when you deal with people If you stop thinking that looks is everything, if you stop thinking that, then you can understand. This is why a lot of individuals, I hear women say this more than anything. You cheated on me with that? Yeah, you know what? A man would cheat on you with a crackhead if he goes around that crackhead and she be like, "How you doing? Let me just touch you. Let me just rub on you." And he'd be like, "Dad, that feels good. A woman's touch." As opposed to going home to where you was at, blah 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 blah. That's why. All right. This is why I had an individual approach me last year with this big, super large booty, no waist, and thought that she was going to promise me a date. And I'm like, well, everything looks good. In the looks department, you all tens. In the mental mind state, you had the audacity to tell me that you're dealing with a married man. When you find out he was married, y'all broke up, but now he back in the pussy. And another dude is in the pussy. But this individual's mental mind state had the audacity to tell me they need to leave me alone so I can get married. So mental mind check. So you just wake up, hello? Oh, get out my pussy. Get out my pussy. I don't want you in my pussy. Oh, don't give me a nut. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, you too? Oh, I really don't. They controlling mind state, people. Mind state. You need to do a mental mind check on the people you dealing with. Because I'm going to tell you something. Life is what we're all going up against. If you meet somebody and when it comes to life, they are insufficient, this is why in the community you guys call black, this is why niggas that got out of jail are in relationships with our best women. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Check the mind state of individuals. If you got offended by this, good. I'm happy. I'm glad you got offended by it. This is why booty out niggas in the community you call black is becoming fathers. This is why individuals that ain't got nothing going on for themselves are in relationships. You know why? Because the mindset, the mind state of the individuals that they're in a relationship with, twisted, dumb. You can go ahead and be nice and put it, well, you got to understand. No, I ain't got to understand nothing. I'm logical. I'm testosterone. I'm logical. I don't give my logical a day off. I don't give my quest to be better than I was the day prior. I don't let myself go through no transaction if I'm not going to be better after the transaction. Nobody puts $10,000 on a car with no engine, wheels, no tires, no nothing. Don't run and say, after this transaction, I'm better off. But you see guys getting in relationships with individuals that ain't worth an old ham sandwich and then call me up talking about how, oh, this bitch about to get me. Yeah, that's normally how that works. That's normally how that works. Start understanding and dealing with people on the same mental mind level. If you can understand that, then if you're insecure and you're wondering why individuals leave you, if you're wondering why your relationship can never get no traction, check yourself. Because I know why I know why it was hard for me to be in a relationship. I know why. And the one thing is I was dealing with individuals that didn't. Here's what I say. I ran into women that didn't love you based on how well you loved them. They only loved you based on what you let them get away with. If you let them get mad at you, y'all gonna work well together. If you allow them to talk to you like trash, the relationship gonna work well. Atia LaShawn Bradley, her perspective was, as long as you let me beat on you, we can coexist. But the second you say no, y'all know how it is. You help somebody and say no, but when you allow somebody to beat on you, then you tell them to stop. Now they up the ante. Now I never did that before. I went left right out the gate. Individuals that are over here watching me on the hated one. I'm doing 3 streams right now. I got Unplugged on a check-in. I'm doing a little clip for His and Hers. Individuals don't know about His and Hers. Link below the video. Me and my lady, we got a YouTube channel together. And I just wanted to tell y'all that was just weighing on my mind. because you got individuals that will look at you got you got you got women that will look at the women that you talk to and they'll judge everything based on oh, she ain't no threat because she don't look better than me. Well, guess what? That woman will sit down there and listen to his problems. That woman will sit down there and stroke the hell out of his ego. Men are problem solvers. That's what we are. We exert energy to complete a task. We don't exert energy to let it go on and on and on and on. We don't do that. That old talking in circles, asking three. You, baby, you asked me this already. So what? I'm gonna ask you again. We ain't built like that. We're built to acknowledge the threat and dismantle it. So you got to deal with men based on their mental perspective. Now, when you find a boy, a booty out nigga, somebody that you loving based on some infatuation, ladies, that's a potluck situation. Good luck with that. You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. But I just want to help you understand. Now to our regularly scheduled program. I am talking about cost today, people. How much do you cost? And your cost is based on your worth here on 98.3 FM. I'm Chris One Radio Group doing this thing from home. I was at the studio last night, people. I do apologize. I did not get in here at 10 o'clock, but I must have made about 8 videos with me and my one-on-one. So let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going. All right. Let me take a sippy. I got two individuals that I want to thank, my man Sergeant T and my man Deshaun. Deshaun gave a $25 contribution via my Cash App. Because of that, he's a member of the ECC. The ECC is the Exclusive Content Club. He's a member of that, so I appreciate that. And Sergeant T with that $5 contribution via my my Cash App. All right. So let's get it. Let me do this. People, I'm wired today, man. I am wired. His radio. Hold on. God dang it. Hold up. What's going on, Z? Z says, yo, I got my man you Bennett. Okay, I guess I'll load that up later. All right, so I want to we're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it on right now. So I want to talk about something today, and what I want to talk about is I want to talk about what I want to talk about. People, I have a friend of mine that has no problem with um, meeting a woman and showing her a status of life that she don't deserve, that didn't deserve. All right. I have a friend that seems to be um, there seems to don't understand that you cannot, and I mean you cannot treat someone outside their class. When you treat someone outside their class, you expand their worth. So we're going to talk about that. If I can go this way with it, in the community you guys call black, we have allowed our worst class to become our first class. We don't shun niggerism. We don't shun ratchet. We accept it. We understand it. Oh, well, you got to understand. No other class, no other ethnic group allows their lower classmen a seat at the table. Because of that, in the black community, we brought down our worth. We did. Fair, unfair, like it or not, we brought down our worth. So let's now talk about that perspective based on the individual. People, I'm expensive. I make no quarrels about that. I'm expensive. I ain't letting nobody play me cheap. My family decide they want to play me cheap, and from the perspective of my siblings, my mom wanted to play me cheap. If you listen to me and if you notice a common denominator, it's people that treat me wrong. To me, it's a psychological non-understanding. And it's not a situational understanding with me. It's a psychological understanding. I need y'all to follow me. Appreciate those thumbs up and stop fucking with me. Stop being up fucking with me here. My child's mom, I didn't care about. I loved my daughter at that time, and it was all good. But then my daughter started to say, my mom is treating daddy like an old bag of hard donuts. I want in on that. Once I realized my daughter at that time was playing me cheap, I said, get the fuck on. You want to be like your mom? Step. Because by the time my child was born, I was 30 years old, about to be 30. Let me give y'all my resume by the time I was 30. By the time I was 30, I was 17 years old, and I had better than my father's, a newer year than my father's. I had, what's going on, Max? I had a Cadillac, a newer year than my father's. I had bust my butt. I had went in the military, and I was one of the only people in that, I was the only person in that division that ever got promoted 3 times in 1 year. I got promoted on May 1st. My intellect was already acknowledged by people that was much older than me. So by the time I was 30, I was confident. I was confident. I wasn't cocky. I'm cocky now. I realize that people don't understand humble in that perspective, but I was humble. I was never a hoe. So by the time I was 30, I was confident in my worth, is where I'm getting at. It got to the point where individuals was like, I can't deal with an individual, so I got to bring down his value. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about worth in relationship, job, and individual. All right? This one is individual. So I'm talking about individual worth. All right? So people need to understand, by the time my daughter came along, I understood my worth. So much to the point where I was in a position to give Atia Bradley's daughter a great life. But I ran into somebody who's worth, I'm going to just tell you this. I'm going to just tell you this. Y'all can believe all these commercials. I am a such and such technical designer, and I'm showing women how their worth. Y'all can believe all those dumb commercials if you want to. Y'all can believe all those "we are women, we're strong." Y'all can believe all those dumb commercials if you want to. I don't believe that. I believe women are estrogen, period. And it's because you're trying to fake and forge something. You overshoot things. Now you got to live up to an overshoot, and now your whole life is warped. Nature designed nature has a place for everything. Bees do not. You'll never see a bee flying around a dead carcass. You'll never see a bee flying around poop. You'll never see that. Bees know their job is to pollinate. You see them going pollinating plant to plant. That's their job. You see crows circling when there's a dead carcass. That's their job. And nature is trying to tell women that they are something that they aren't designed for. And because you can meet a woman that's very successful and this and all that, but when it comes to her love life, she's brick cold. That's why. Nature calls on us to do certain things. When we get outside, our natural role in our ecosystem, you are going to offset something else. Now I need y'all to follow me. So I ran into a woman that was jealous, had issues with the fact that I owned 3 houses and I was just doing my thing, and was jealous of that. So I was being compromised from within. But because I knew my individual worth by this time, she had herself a Houston. We call that a problem. This is why when y'all hear me talk, y'all don't hear somebody that said, oh, when a woman said that to me, then I said that, and she said that, and I said that. No, I know my worth. So when you say things to me, you're gonna get cursed out, and I'm not even gonna say one curse word. My resume today, you hear people lie to themselves because it sounds like a nice riddle. Oh, I'm living my best life. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Because if you can look back on your life and say, yeah, I remember when I was, I mean, we all have a was. You know, I remember when I was 160 pounds. But when you can look back on and say, I had my best job, I was making the most money, all these things, and you got a whole list of things, and you're saying to yourself, but now, no, oh my gosh. I know my worth. And people, I'm expensive. I'm expensive. I am expensive. I'm expensive. Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. Now I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about worth via job. All right, and I need. I need to talk about worth via job because um, the perspective that a lot have um, is is something that if you don't understand the government, then you'll really get mistaken for who you really are. I hate when it does that. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so check this out. If you go and fill out an application for a job in 2021 as a black person, they're going to ask you a couple of questions. They're going to ask you, was you on welfare? What is your worth? Blah, 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 blah. The reason for that is this. They are trying to value, they are trying to find out if they can get an incentive for hiring you. All right? That's what you're trying to do. They are trying to see if they can get an incentive for hiring you. Hold on. Okay, so what happens is jobs, right, exactly. My man Max said like affirmative action, but a little deeper than that. Jobs get tax incentives when they hire minorities. All right, now I need y'all to follow me. Empty trash, empty trash. All right. You you bastard. Okay, let me see. We're gonna do this video. All right. Okay. Jobs get an incentive when they hire minorities. So if you get an incentive by hiring a minority, then the best situation for your bottom line is to hire a minority. All right. Need y'all to follow me. Because you can't understand the recipients of this process. So let me just break it down to you. If you hire a black person, a company gets a tax break. If you hire a black woman, you get a break. Now, why is it that women, when you hire a woman, you get a bigger tax break if we're all equal. I'll get back to that on another video because we're equal. Okay. Oh, by the way, my woman just hates that. She hates that. She's like, mother. So we're talking about worth from the perspective of a job. So what happens is there are individuals that worth is being miscalculated based on the fact that there's an undertone for getting that job. So like when Miss Ali said, she said, oh no, I'm sorry, Miss Donna Farrakhan, she said, once an individual get a good job, chords change. These are individuals that truly are not interested in understanding economics and balance. You good, Stretch. They are totally absent-minded to these things. To me, I say out of convenience. So individuals be like, oh, I got a good job. Let me tell you something, and I will say this again and again and again proudly. If I go somewhere and a woman of color say, can I help you? I'll be like, oh my God. I have never received worse customer service. I haven't. And they got that job under the impression of a tax break, or like my ex-girlfriend, 3 degrees under so many tax breaks that are not afforded to men, or programs that are not afforded to men. Now you can't get them to understand this. Gee, I wonder why. So individuals have a worth that had an underline. So jobs will determine a lot of people's worth. Now, a woman by the name of Wendy Williams, you know her. She said something about 15 years ago, 20 years ago now, when she was on WBLS, 107.5 WBLS in New York. Wendy Williams said, in the future, success is not going to be judged based on education, but how much you're willing to hustle. It's going to be based on your hustle. People, those times are today. All right. So what we see in life today is individuals navigating themselves around in society, and they are getting jobs based on fabricated importance. Fabricated importance. I like that so much I had to write it down. Oh, dear mine. Fabricated importance. People, allow me to go left for a second. I'm going to say this today. I'm going to say it every day. I have, as an individual, I have a lot of women, and I mean a lot of women, that admire me. I try to tell this to my woman all the time. But the stats drop when it comes to liking me, and then it gets even lower when it comes to loving me. People, there are 3 perspectives of love. All right? There are 3. Hold on a second. Okay, there are 3. Sweat. There are three stages of love. There's admiration, like, and love. I need y'all to follow me. All right. There's admiration or admire, like, and love. If you don't remember these steps, let me refresh your memory. There was a time when you were in school and somebody gave you a letter, if you was one of the recipients of a letter, and it says you have a secret admirer. Remember those days? Nobody ever said you had a secret liker, and only adults have secret lovers. Kids don't have secret lovers. You know how many 11-year-olds you know with secret lovers? Like, only adults get into the secret lover realm. But secret admirer. Now, if you can understand that, you can understand what I'm telling you right now. There are three stages when it comes to love. And when it comes to admiration, I have women that listen to me and be like, oh my God, he's so intellectual. He got a nice size to him. I bet he got a big dick. Oh my God, he got a big dick. I'm sure he got a big dick. Oh, yeah, he can bend me over, but I don't think I would like to be in a relationship with him. I don't think I can listen to the philosophy of how I'm not his equal. I don't think I can listen to his philosophy on estrogen, although he's right. He's bashing all the time. I don't think I can listen to that. No, 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 no. I don't think I can deal with that. So I know when I get emails and I get comments, I appreciate all of them, ladies. I appreciate them. Some of them even give me a boinger. I like getting boingers. What are you going to do? I even get a boinger on a couple of them. Be like, wow, wow, you will literally suck my toe. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, you'll give me the ball suck combo. Oh my God, I like my balls being sucked. Give it a shot, you know. The unfortunate thing is I'm looking for a wife only. I mean, I found it, but I'm only interested in a wife. And therefore, not letting no woman gas my head up. You can suck my head, but you can't gas my head up. Really. Uh, I'm pretty gassed up already. You can't gas my head up. Like I said, you can give me a sloppy toppy head edition. Giving me good head, put my whole body to bed. I had to throw that in there. But I ain't stupid. I understand this, and I'm not crossing boundaries. I'm not going to love somebody that I know admires me. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to like somebody that admires me because I know my worth. I give what is given to me, and you should too. There are three stages: like, love, admire, like, and love. When you jump stages, I feel sorry for you. Just understand that you'll be better off. These are just facts at 100%, but when I speak on them, I'm dubbed as the hated one. That's what I am. All right? I know this. You got to understand that. Now, I want to put a bow on this thing by helping you guys understand when it comes to worth in relationships. Oh my God. Oh my God. This one is not going to be good. It's not. Not going to be good. So I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm gonna break this down like this. Let me get on out of here. People one of the deciding factors in involving yourself with the opposite person is sex. Um, I'm mental, so um, I believe that there are three things in play when you engage in sex. There's verbal, visual, and touch. You're dealing with a woman with a small waist, and she put that booty up in there, and you grab that small waist. You touch and visual. You're touching and looking, and it's feeding your libido. I need y'all to follow me. About to take y'all deep. I believe that if you like skinny women, it's just something about seeing an anorexic person looking at some legs with some big old kneecaps. That does it for you. I mean, hey, cool. You like kneecaps. Cool. When a woman talks to you, you like that. Pull it out and just suck it for a minute, daddy. Oh, I'm laughing at something else. Visual, you know, you're looking down there and seeing two big old buns just bubbling back at you. I'm laughing at something else. Visual. I believe that sex is a game that's often sold, not told, because you individuals are buying it. And because sex is a high commodity in relationships, women are the gatekeepers or the managers, or should I say the owners, not the managers, the owners at the stores of sex. Because of this, and men are buying, I want to be clear. Because of this, when it comes to relationships, I often see lopsided individuals. I need y'all to follow me. People, we're talking about worth. We talk about worth in relationships. People, last year, I had an individual that I seen for 5 weeks, dressed like $1 million, got a nice car, a nice house, but had a dick Rolodex. It was the first time I ever came up with the term, a dick Rolodex. Because she had a dick Rolodex, her worth to me was somewhere around, look, your worth to me, I miscalculated. Your worth to me is nothing more than knocking on my door, dropping to your knees, getting your mouth to the balls, letting me park my kids down your throat, and taking your ass home. I ain't buying you a cracker. I ain't making you a tuna sandwich. You're not worth that. Now I need y'all to follow me. I'm talking about worth in relationships. This is why I can't accept no dude telling me that he put 2 babies in a chick that already had 2 kids by 2 different dudes. Bruh, please stop it. You're killing me. You're giving me ear cancer listening to this bullshit. Excuse me for a second. People, one thing I don't do as a person that knows his self-worth, I don't give nobody worth credit. In Shannon Sharp voice, where they do that at? I don't give nobody, and never will, give any woman worth credit. Ever. Ever. It took me 51 years to find the woman that I have. My woman is equally my worth. Equally. Equally. I could marry that woman tomorrow. Equally. I had pause. I did a video over on Facts at 100%, aka the hated one, for individuals that are watching me on Unplugged. I did a video. I was there when I did it. Talking about worth. I mean, talking about elevating a woman's worth. Understanding. The link is below the video to come and subscribe to me over here at Facts at 100%, aka formerly now the hated one. But I see it all the time. So allow me. Women, if he ain't got a job, I can understand you saying, I need me some dick. I got you. I hear you. But if you're saying I need me some dick, and that guy is coming to your house and spending the night and all that, you might want to reevaluate your prospect on a bitch just getting hers. If a dude ain't got no job and his sperm makes his way up into your coochie, your worth and his worth is equal. Your dumb is where you're at. I need y'all to follow me. I'm talking about worth in relationships because I want to be clear on something. My perspective on relationships is two people relating to each other. Hence the term relationship. See, I can't relate to a chick with 3 kids by 3 different dudes. I can't relate to her in a relationship wise as my girlfriend. I can relate to a me just bend you over relationship. I need y'all to follow me because I'm about to get on my antics. I'm about to turn it up in this bitch. How many worth banks do y'all know? You ever seen a worth bank? You ever seen a bank where you can go at and get some worth? Yeah, how you doing? Yes, can I help you? Yeah. I'm an ex-con. Yeah, okay. And I met this real nice woman. She's a manager at a Fortune 500 company. Yeah, how can we help you though? I need a worth loan. Okay, how much do you think about borrowing? I want to borrow a degree. I want to I want to borrow a job. I want to borrow some morals. Well, we got high interest rates. Okay, we have a plan here where you can our return people. There are no worth banks. There are none. There are none. There are no worth banks. There are none. We got individuals in a relationship with people that they're actually trying to hype up their worth. Girl, I'm just saying that nigga got some good dick, but he's giving you stress in return. I assure you, the stress that you signing up for, this is why I told my lady, I was looking for a 35-year-old. She took offense to that. I can understand she's 50. And I told her that I've never met a 50-year-old like her. She just can't fathom that. Yeah, you're going to leave me for a 35-year-old. Bullshit. Excuse me. I tell her that me and her is equal as worth, but I'm getting off topic. I kept meeting women that were my age, 50 years old, and burnt out. Why? Because they accepted lame worth. They gave their coochie. They gave their best years. They gave the best years of their lives to the game. And the game don't have no worth when it comes to retirement and long-term longevity or infatuation. Now, I need y'all to follow me. So I see individuals now at my age that gave, and now their worth is, and here's what the women that I've met don't understand. And y'all gotta, ladies, I'm a man. I only dealt with women. I don't do the man thing. I don't flow that way. So find a woman that talk like me and intellect like me, and then you'll get the individuals talking about men. But I got to talk about women. All right, and, looking at a man just never did it for me. I'm sorry. But I met women that have all the baggage of the stress that they collected by dealing with guys that they claim Well, you got to understand, yeah, he was a booty out nigga, but that don't mean nothing. He could have just got a good job. Yeah, he had 5 kids by 5 different women and ain't had no job, but I just thought I was able to, I mean, come the fuck on. Now they got all the stress that they gave him, and now they are burnt out. Anything other than a hump and dump, you are a fucking idiot. I need y'all to follow me. I'm talking about worth. There are no worth banks, people. They didn't give a worth bank out. So relationships, I've seen. Oh, you were leaning, baby. Oh, you were leaning, baby. So I've seen individuals that was in relationships with individuals that it was just lopsided. I've seen guys that had good jobs living with women in public housing. Oh, give me a second. All right, I'm back. And then when they was living with women that lived in public housing, all they did was validate that trash worth. Yeah, you lived in public housing because you listen. Whenever you put yourself in a position to qualify for help, fuck out of here. You're garbage. You're trash. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, if you want to qualify for if you want to put yourself in a position to qualify for $1 million loan with a low interest rate, yeah. But stop putting yourself in Worth's way of qualifying for welfare and qualify for a $30 a month apartment under the perspective of you have worth. Oh, stop it! I'm hiring somebody to wipe my ass. Yeah, you qualify. I mean, where we at with this? Come on. But you validate worth by sticking around. Let me do my dance. Do the point. Do the point. Get into arguments with them. I like a peanut butter. It don't matter. But it's like Skippy peanut butter. Don't be bringing me no store brand peanut butter. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Talking about relationship, worth in relationships. People, there are no worth banks. You are and you create your worth. You do that. I need y'all to follow me. Because I've seen relationships which it's crooked. Now, you got a lot of guys out there. Yo, to give some good head. She got to give you good head. I mean, she's not a head in anything else. What are we talking about here? What are you talking about? This is an amazing epiphany here. Oh, she got some good head. Of course she does. Oh my gosh. And then what happens is you slipped up. Yeah, you know you slipped up. Yeah, you did. You know you slipped up. Yeah, you know you fucked up, right? Yeah, you know you fucked up, right? Yeah, you know you didn't put a nut up in her, right? Uh-huh. You know you fucked up, right? You know that was part of her plan, right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What's going on, Kevin? You know you done fucked up, right? Uh-huh. 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 Okay. 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 I just want to be clear about something. She only gave good head because she ain't a head and nothing else. I cracked myself up. I want to be clear. 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 People, if you don't know, I'm here every morning at 10 a.m. and again at 9. I got individuals watching me over on Unplugged. Check the link below for the Hated One. I do videos twice a day on the Hated One. I only do videos once over here on Unplugged. So, Callie, I need to see you over on the Hated One. Go look below, subscribe, and bring your ass back. So, she gives some good head. She got a big old booty. She even does anal. You love anal, huh? boy, are you the ass? Stop it. boy, I tell you, people, I started off by saying, and I heard what I said because I was sitting here when I said it. I started off by saying that sex seems to be a big role in relationships, and no one has the ownership of sex more than women. And because a lot of you are in relationships based from the perspective of sex, you're running to women and be like, oh, I like it in all my holes. I like it in all my holes. I mean, I love anal. I love anal. A bit gotta have some anal. I like feeling balls clacking up on my pussy. Like you got some hard balls or something like that. Your balls clacking on your pussy. Like what is that? Balls don't clack. I'm sorry. But you brought it. She packaged up her sex game and you brought it. Yeah, you did. And she got 5 kids. She got a big old booty. Her pussy wet. And you brought it. Yeah, you did. You probably standing there like, oh, I hate this motherfucker. Yeah, that's why I'm the hated one. Link is below the video. That's why I'm the hated one. And you brought it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You brought it. And she got you thinking that the diameter of a relationship is giving good head and anal. And you did all the right things in life. Graduated from school, went to college, got yourself a good 6-figure salary job, paying good 6-figure paying job, got a nice car, got a home. And yet you ended up with Suck Me Susie. Is that what you got? Suck Me Shaquita? But she do anal. Stop it. People, you fall into all these dumb traps when you don't know your worth. You're a dumb trap faller. That's what you are. You are a dumb trap faller. Yeah, you are. You fell into those traps. People, I'm going to tell you something. Me and my woman started watching 90 Day Fiance. And there was a one couple that the woman was from the Dominican Republic and he was living down in Florida. And she kept saying, he promised me clothes. He promised me Chanel. He promised me. And my woman was like, why do men do that? I said, do what? Promise women all that stuff and know they can't afford it. I said, he ain't promised her Chanel. He ain't promised her Prada. I said, let me tell you something. Ain't no man gonna sit down there and promise a hoe a ring. No, I ain't gonna do that. Ain't no dude gonna pull up on a crackhead like, hey baby, how much? $5. Oh damn, you get some good head. Oh damn, I'm giving you a ring. No man does that. Where they do that at? Don't no man do that. We don't do that. So I said he promised her clothes. He did not promise her Chanel and stuff. Then later came out when they did the other thing. She finally came around and said, he just promised me clothes. And I said, see, he ain't promised her that. Because men, we don't do that. But you did. Yeah, you did. You elevated this woman's worth. Can't do that. Listen, I remember they was talking about raising the minimum wage 10 years ago, something to $10 an hour or $15 an hour 10 years ago. And Mark Cuban came out and said something that everybody criticized him about. He said, you can't promise people $15 an hour because once you give them $15 an hour, then they're going to want $20 an hour. That is not more true than a lot of individuals you get in a relationship with, because I always tell it. Let me say it again. Up until now, I never in my life had a woman that loved me based on how well I loved them. I only had women in my life before that loved me based on what I let them get away with. And when I didn't let them get away with nothing, guess what they didn't promise me? Guess what I got promised not to get? You guessed it, pussy. So a lot of you guys, you're in relationships based on the perspective of sex. And because of that, you're in relationships and your worth is somewhere in the basement. Yeah. Your worth is scallywag rated at best. You're wondering why that bit ain't treating you like the king you deserve. Well, you fell for the coochie. She promised you things based on coochie, coochie, coochie. And you elevated her worth. That's what you did. And it's the same thing when women fuck around and date guys that ain't got nothing going for themselves, guys that just got out of prison, guys that's in prison, guys that live with their moms and ain't got no job, guys that got all these flaws. What you do is you elevate their worth. Don't get mad when they cheat on you. Don't get mad when they cheat on you. Don't be that dumb bitch. And I don't call women, but please don't be that dumb bitch. They told me something. I did all this stuff on him, and he cheated on me with a crackhead. Yeah, yeah, you gave them their worth. They're not worth that. How many times do you go in store and see a box of crackers for $18? What are you going to say when you see that? Damn, those are Toll House. At the other store, they only $3. They ain't worth. That's what you're going to say? But you don't do that in relationships. No, no, you're a dummy. You got hit off with a oofy. You know what a oofy is? It's oops, I fell for it. Oofy. You fell for it. I don't fall for oofies. I meet an individual, I assume this and all that. Oh, you a hoe? Well, come on over here and suck my balls. I like my balls being sucked. I'm laughing at something else. I do. Suck my balls and shut up. No, I ain't taking you out to eat. McDonald's, stuff there costs $1. I ain't trying to do all that. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You guys need to stop. Guys need to stop. Women, in the black community, they are notorious for fucking with guys that ain't worth a nickel. If you give them a nickel, you're going to be like, give me my change back. I want my change. They ain't worth a damn nickel. And we elevate worth. People, do you want to be a worth elevator? You ain't in a relationship. When you say, oh, I'm in love. Oh, you're in love? Yeah. What's your profession? I'm a worth elevator. That's what you are. That's what you are. You're a worth elevator. You elevate people's worth like an idiot. Who does that? What job is going to say, oh, hi, what are you applying for? Oh, let me see. You're applying for a janitor? How would you like to be a doctor? I never went to school for. Don't worry about it. We'll pay you $150,000 a year to start. Where they do that at? Where? Where? What job does that? Oh, you want to answer phones? Like, see here, you know how to dial? Okay. If I was to say to you, dial 911, which buttons would you press? The 9, the 1, and the 1. Good. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to elevate you. We're going to pay you $50 an hour. How about that? What job does that? But you motherfuckers do it all the time in relationships. I don't do that. I don't do that. No, I don't do that. Nah. Nah. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. We don't do that. Nope. And then I also make the comment, a lot of us are in relationships with people that want to tear us down and bring our worth down. Like I said, they want you cheap. They want you cheap. And what do? You sell yourself on sale. Chris is never on sale. I'm not on sale and I don't have coupons. Never, ever. In the history have I, nor will I. That's why I got what I got. Took me 51 years to get her, but I got her. I have a great woman. Great. Beautiful mind, everything. Everything. I got She's not a triple threat. She's like a ten tendril threat. It's tendril. I don't know how to. It's tendril. Well, she's like 10, whatever the hell it goes. That's what she is. Facts. Facts. My woman brought me over $1,000 worth of diamonds for my birthday. Facts. She said, "Baby, I want you dripping." Well, she ain't say that, but I assume she want me dripping. She spent on me in one birthday more than all women spent on me in my life combined. Damn, I've been here for 51 fucking years. And beautiful. My woman is beautiful. You see her over on his and hers. You subscribe to us, you see her. I got a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Yep. I waited. It was a long. I don't feel nothing about the fact. I don't feel my best years are in front of me. So I didn't give my best years to a piece of. Atia Bradley had my greatness in its infancy. No. Atia Bradley had me at I was the top tier of good, about to transfer into great. Tia Bradley had me at the top echelon of good, and I was about to go into, and that's when she had me. My woman got me now at great, full blown, and going to be greater. And she knows me. She has her issues. She has her little things. Oh yeah, she got her little. Ask me the same thing 3 times. Baby, now you done asked me that twice already. Come on. She knows. I helped her understand, baby, your estrogen, knock it off. And she says to me all the time, "Look here, nigga. What type of dude don't have a garbage can in their bathroom? I mean, what the fuck is this? You need some estrogen in your life." That's what my woman says to me. And when she say, "I need some estrogen in my life," I'll be like, yeah. It's a balance, people. It's a balance. When you understand that, you'll be better off. All right? You'll be better off. Stop dealing with people that ain't worth a can of tuna fish on Tuesday. Stop. That goes for both men and women. Stop. Stop. You guys are dealing with donkeys trying to pass themselves off as being women. Stop. 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 See y'all tonight. For the individuals on Unplugged, over on the Hated One, the link is below the video. And for you individuals that are over with me over here on the Hated One, y'all know how I do. Beef Stew Crew. You want beef? We bringing the whole cow, niggas!